12 surprising things men dislike about women. Spare time? I thought it's me time. Okay, I must admit, it's a natural desire to be as close as possible to our loved ones. We want them to be there for us, to share our good times and bad times. We want them to be there for us constantly. No interruptions. But when a woman thinks that all the spare time her man has should be devoted only to her, that's when the irritation begins. Girls, understand that your man loves you very much, and when he wants to spend some time doing his own thing or devoted to a hobby, it doesn't mean it should be taken as an offense. Who are we if we don't have our interests, hobbies and things to wonder about? It develops us, giving us more topics to discuss and more reasons to admire each other. Every once in a while we need our space to breathe. And it's completely okay. He wants to go out and catch up with his mates? So what? Let him. No need to tag along. Every one of us needs a close net of connections. If he just came back from work and decided to read a book he was trying to start for a couple of months now, let him. Let him be on his own and on his own terms, and he will be grateful. Don't worry, he will, in fact, dedicate you his time with a lot of gratitude for letting him be himself. Broken nail ain't good reason to cry. Men are easily irritated by excessive emotions women may express. Broken nails and heels, smashed perfume bottles on bathroom tiles, and endless cries over some soaps you may have made him watch is far from the whole range of emotion roller coasters you can take him on for a ride in your very own amusement park. Too many emotions about little things may seem totally adequate for women, but for men it's too much drama. Try to be less emotional about things that don't matter. Perhaps, stop for a moment and think, will I still be upset about this tomorrow and a week from now? If the answer is no, then it is not worth spending your energy on splashing out too many emotions on it. Talking much? Loud and endless giggles, overexcitement and never-ending talkativeness. Seriously? Does she ever shut up? Shared Mark, when he met a girlfriend of our mutual friend. I didn't understand back then why he was so upset whenever he would come across a person like that. I just can't stand people making all that pointless noise. Why all the perfect silence should be filled with stupid and obvious comments, giggles and general overexcitement, Mark continued. There is no need to state the obvious and be loud about things that don't matter. In fact, being loud and talking too much about meaningless things is very annoying to everyone in general. Why talk much? Why can't we speak only when it's meaningful? Communication maniac. It boils my nerves whenever she calls every 10 minutes or sends me meaningless messages. Is there any polite way to say that enough is enough? Bill, 29/NY. Seriously, girls? Is it necessary to call him this much all the time? Bugging him and checking every tiny little detail during your day? Really? Think twice before annoying the hell out of him, especially if he is in the middle of something really important and doesn't have time to pick up the phone or text you back. Men do not like that much attention when it is over the top. To them, it lingers at the borderline of obsessive, demanding and jealous. You don't need to keep him updated about every move and every little detail, just as you don't need to know what he is doing, where he is and what he is thinking about right now every minute of the day. Give him some space. Give him some time to miss you. Nagging. Is it really necessary to nag him all the time about not helping you around the house, and then when he actually does, to find a new reason to say that what he did was not good enough? Do you think he enjoys all the dirty chores you put him up to do, taking out a trash, washing the dishes, hoovering, tidying up the garage, just because you are not happy how his tools were organized? He doesn't, and he only does them because he can't take that nagging anymore. Try thanking him for everything he does instead. You will see a drastic change in his behavior if he feels appreciated for doing all these things. Less nagging, more appreciating and gratitude, please. Were you licensed to spy? Ooh, I just want to smack her across her face whenever I see her snooping through my personal stuff, Facebook or phone. Is it really necessary? Mike, 26/San Diego. Who gave you the license to spy and always search for something incriminating? What's up with this obsession? Understand that such a behavior will just make him become more private and reserved for you, and the end result will be that he will trust you less. He is with you, he loves you. This is what counts. And every person needs its own space. We need to remember and respect that. Embarrassing storyteller. I actually broke up with one of my girlfriends because she had the stupid tendency to tell an embarrassing story in front of my family and friends. She just couldn't help herself. John, 27/London. If you are downgrading your boyfriend or speaking badly about him behind his back, the only conclusion people will make is how foolish you are to be with such a horrible person that you described. Do you need that record on your consciousness? The only thing people should ever hear is how lucky you are to have such a great person by your side. Many people don't, and they are not as lucky as you to find a match and be together with someone special. Praise your man and he will be forever grateful. Makeup overdues versus natural. Men don't particularly like long nails, artificial hair, and excessive makeup. They love natural-looking girls. The natural look is always more attractive to men, and it tells them more about you than anything else. Even though you might think they all like women who wear slutty clothes, believe me, they prefer stylish and humble ones on you. Health-wise, men hate all these endless talks about modern diets, especially when they don't see the results of your hardships. They want to see you healthy and good-looking. Remember, most of the time men love with their eyes, so anything you are doing to improve your looks and health will make them even more attracted to you. Fashionably late? Leave it to those who reads Cosmopolitan. Seriously. Stop being late if you are always late. There is no beginning to explain how distasteful it is not to respect other people's time and make them sit and wait for you while you have the luxury to be fashionably late. There may be different reasons why you are late, but when your time management and lack of self-discipline makes you late all the time, it has to change. Especially if you are late for your first date, because it can be your last with that person. Culturalness. If a woman has a bad taste in clothing, uses swear words in conversations, has a poor general knowledge, doesn't care about self-development, doesn't read books, and knows nothing about any subject in more depth, that's just too bad. Men are generally bored with lightheaded and stupid girls. And it's just a matter of time until he will wave goodbye or kick her so hard out of his life that she will end up in a public library for a change and not on Facebook procrastinating and wasting her precious time.